Hey writers, today is Tuesday, March the 5th, 2024, and we are quickly approaching the spring equinox. In this edition of my newsletter, I talk about growth edges, the things that cause us to bump against them, what they are, and the tornado of emotions that we can sometimes feel when we get close to them. If you ever had that tornado of emotions, you know what I'm talking about. And the issue isn't whether or not we have them. The issue is what do we do with them and how do we navigate them in a way that fosters our growth. So I give you some very specific things that you can do with your growth edges and the experiences you have around them so that you can continue to bloom, especially as we head towards spring. Also, this week's guest for the Writing Your Resilience podcast is Katie Rose Guest Pryal. She is a neurodiversity expert, and we had a fantastic conversation about what neurodiversity is, how it impacts us generally, and specifically how it impacts writers. So if you are a trauma survivor, if you have a mental health diagnosis, or you have autism, or you have any other thing that feels like you process information in a slightly different way, or the world just doesn't seem to be a good fit for you, this is an episode you will definitely want to listen to. So you can find the link in the newsletter, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you will also find that in the description. Finally, don't forget, I have another webinar that I'm going to be doing with Jane Friedman, Craft Your Memoir Speech Sheet. And I am so excited about this, not just about sharing this powerful tool with you, but showing you how you can take this tool and spin it on its head to see your project in a slightly different way. So the link is also in my newsletter, and it will also be in the description for this video. And once again, I would just love to thank all of you who read my tiny love story last week. Thank you so much for reading it and for the very kind and wonderful things you said about it. It was deeply moving to me. And I want to thank you for all the ways that you are showing up. And, some people even wrote me emails to say, you've inspired me to write my tiny love story. So if that is you, keep going and pay attention to this month's newsletters, because I'm going to give you 2 important skills and strategies you can use that can help you have a better chance of getting accepted. So you are not going to want to miss this. And it's going to be really important because the last one is not going to be shared on my website. It is only for newsletter subscribers, so you have to be a part of my newsletter to get this. And so if you are a newsletter subscriber and you're like, I get a lot out of what Lisa has to say, and I think some of my friends would too, and they might really want to be a part of this edition that she's talking about, forward this along and have them sign up so that they can be a part of our newsletter community. All right, that's it for this edition of my newsletter video. Thank you so much once again for showing up for your work and for being part of my community as we always write on.